Social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.
Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome into Bayou Time. I'm Harry McCullough. It's been going on for 30 years down the Bayou. That Bayou would, of course, be all the way down in Cocodrie. It's one of the great events that our area has had. It's the longtime Houma Oilman's fishing tournament. It's been 30 years. It's only been 27 times y'all have done it. But we'll talk to some folks who are part of it this year's. Lee Boudreau, Dan Davis, Tony Robichaux, and Shannon Elsner. Thank you guys so much for being with us. We appreciate it. And I was talking about it. I've been down here many times. I never fished in it because I'd never been part of the oil field, except for doing a few sandblasting and painting jobs down the road. But this has been such a great tournament in our community. And I'm seeing over the years raised $3.5 million. So tell me about this year's rodeo and what are we expecting this year?
So this year, the tournament started at the Coco Marina back in '94. We had it there for a couple years, and then we moved over to the Harbor Light, had a big tent there, and then they built a pavilion. It was held there for years, and since that property was bought and everything. So last year we moved back to the Coco Marina, and this year we're excited to be there again. Last year's tournament was a great success, and all the improvements that the new ownership of the Coco Marina's had, so it's really nice, and we're very excited to be there.
Yeah, if you haven't been down to the marina lately,
it's very nice. So we're excited. We're going to have the tournament underneath the big pavilion that they built on and off of the restaurant. We'll have a tent adjacent to that, connecting to that. So we're really excited about being there again.
Yeah, and Dan, you've been there since the beginning, right?
Well, almost. Again, Lee stated it's been started in '94. I started helping Shannon's father, Farron, and the entire group that put this thing together. And I started helping, I guess, in '97, '98. So I've got probably 20-something years under my belt. And certainly enjoy being down there. The objective first, we put this together for networking with all field personnel, all field customers. And then the great push to be proud of is the fact of the charities that we do for. And we have, and as you mentioned, $3.4 million to charities along the entire Gulf Coast here, and helped a lot of individuals that needed family help, financial help, and that's what we're really, really proud of.
Yeah, like I say, it becomes such an event. Anybody that knows, and we were just talking, even if you're not in the oil field, you're in the oil field in Louisiana, right? At Houma, right?
Trickle down economics.
It absolutely does. And, kids like us growing up, everybody had, every dad had a company car and a credit card and the gold nugget jewelry. Those times were blowing and going, in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, for sure.
That's a slight change we made this year to our rules. It used to be you had to be strictly in the oil field, but we felt, just as you said, that everybody in South Louisiana is part of the oil field. So why don't we open it up a little bit and invite any company that would like to join that's part of South Louisiana, whatever. We want them to come and enjoy this with us, help support these charities, and that's the reason we do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we're really hoping to get some more interest in the tournament, help to grow it some. And so if any company that really wants to be a sponsor, at the end of the show, we can get Shannon to tell us how they can do that.
Yeah, we will. Tony, when we're talking about 30 years, but at only 27. So we've had ups and downs, right? With different catastrophes around
Well,
here.
the first thing was the PP oil spill. That was in 2010. Then we went through COVID, and that was 2020. And then naturally Ida in 2022. So we had to those are the only 3 years that we haven't had a tournament since we started in '94.
Yeah, but y'all in the best place in the world for rodeo, right?
Oh, great. Oh, yes. Great. Yeah, great place. Yeah.
It really is.
And
Shannon,
it's a lot of food, a lot of good, of course, some nice beverages and all to go along with that.
Yeah, no, y'all got great prizes.
And the good prizes, door prizes, and auction items and stuff like that. That's a lot of very good auction items this year also that people can come in. All the money is donated to our charities
Yeah.
and everything like that. That's a big fundraiser, big money maker for us is auction items. That we
Oh
have,
yeah,
too.
no, it's great. And like I said, Shannon, I've been down there several times, right? I've never fished the tournament, but I just go to hang out and see people, as we were talking about, network and kind of just hang out and see. You just walk in one of the places down there and you know half the people in there. So it's awesome. What about sponsorships this year? You said you're going to open it up a little bit and looking for people, right?
Yeah, we have regular sponsorships as 6 tickets and it's $900. We have the booth sponsorships, it's 10 tickets and you have a booth inside of the fence. You either serve some kind of food or drinks for the 2 nights that we have it. And you can purchase extra tickets for $150 each.
Yeah, and like you were saying, so y'all give away like over $100,000 worth of prizes.
Oh, yeah.
Including 2 boats and 13 grand prizes and about 300 door prizes this year we're counting on.
Yeah, no, it'll be exciting. Lee, how long you've been doing this for a while too, right?
Yeah, so I started on we have like a setup committee that kind of puts it all together. It's kind of like a puzzle that comes pieces together down there. Used to start on Mondays. Now we start on a Tuesday right after Memorial Day and start putting together. So I started on that setup committee probably in 2007, maybe. And then I joined the board of directors somewhere around 2010, I believe.
Yeah. So Dan, how have we seen it change over the years, and like I say, it seemed like everybody was in oil. Now it's bigger companies, it's further offshore. It seems like it has changed a little bit, the oil
Well,
field.
of course, the fishing habitat loss has changed a bit, but the fishing in Cocodrie is still great. As you mentioned earlier, the Mr. Sanak and the family has just done an outstanding job revitalizing Coco Marina, which brings in more fishermen, which brings in more interest in charter fishing, and done quite well. But the rodeo, of course, we've always had the division. We got 12 divisions, including the snappers, which will be open this year. Of course, we don't have the marlin tag and release anymore. We felt that nobody was participating in that division, but we did add catfish and bass, which will bring in some freshwater fish from up the bayou to come to Cocodrie.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, we got another segment to go. We'll take a break right now, but we'll be right back right here on Bayou Time.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Harry McCullough here. We're talking about the Oilman's fishing tournament that happens the day after Memorial Day, right?
No, actually, it's the weekend after.
I mean the weekend after, not the day after.
May
Good
31st and
point.
June
You start
1st.
working on the Tuesday after Memorial Day.
Yeah, we start putting
but
it
it's
together
the following
then, yeah.
weekend. Yeah. It's a great thing that we've had around here, and like I say, anybody who grew up knows the oil, the golf tournament's always a big deal too. But Tony, we were talking. There's a lot of people that go into making a tournament this big. So you need volunteers and that kind of stuff, right?
Right. Oh, yes, we do have a lot of people that do a lot of hard work behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see and understand what really goes on to put on this tournament, But also we have, since it is around Memorial, it's always been around Memorial Day. We also do a thing for our veterans. We honor some, what they call the Wounded War Heroes. We have them down there, and we do a little presentation for them. We also have the United Veterans League that come down and they do a ceremony at the beginning Saturday night, and they present the colors, and we always honor them, and they do the taps and everything. They do a great job with that. So everybody's been well pleased with that part of the
Yeah,
event,
I mean, that time of year for sure. It's
Oh,
on
yeah.
everybody's mind,
Right.
So always big. And Shannon, is the tournament still rolling? I mean, do we need to get more people down there? Is that what we're trying to do?
We are looking for more sponsors. We have lost quite a few due to the Ida mainly
Yeah.
and COVID. So we're opening it up to any company that's interested to just get in touch with me.
Can BP just give us like a big grant from screwing it up for a few years?
That'd be nice.
We'd welcome them as a sponsor.
Yeah.
Hey, look, they were great. They tried to help out as much as they could around the area. I know they were at one time, a big employer in our area for sure. So things are different. And like I said, does it feel like it's changed? Like say more offshore, more boats. I mean, are those guys still coming back to kind of participate?
There's other tournaments. I think there's a Fuchsia Oilman's. I think some people go to that as well. And some of our sponsors may have started going to that as well. So we'd like to get people to come back and enjoy this rodeo, because we've been there probably a lot longer, and we do a lot of good work for a lot of great charities, and it really offers a big economic impact to our parish. There's a lot of people come in and rent hotels and rent charter boats and buy groceries. And
Camps.
I remember the sheriff always talked about that it was always an economic boost that we got that weekend from everybody coming in. So it helps us, it helps the parish, it helps the charities that we give to. So we will welcome many more sponsors. The more the better. So.
Yeah, I would imagine.
At one time, we were told that we were only second to Mardi Gras.
As far as
that's
this area,
economic
right.
impact to the parish, yes.
At one time, we were maxed out at 3,000 entrants, and we had to cap it at that, and we had a waiting list forever. But as downturns in the
what we'll do,
field,
right,
COVID and different things, hurricanes, our attendance is way down, so we're looking to get that back up.
Sure.
Some. So
I think a lot of things are popping back though. We've had a rough 3 years right here, and now it's the next year over. But things are starting to pop up, and you can tell that people are kind of getting back to normal a little bit.
I just spent the weekend we had the kickoff to Cocoa this past weekend, and it was a well-attended event. It was a great event. Really nice. So it's kind of seeing like this, almost getting revitalized there. And Cocoa Marina's doing a great job of building it up and fixing it really nice. They've redid their restaurant, and I think it's going to create some excitement. And people who haven't seen it should come down and participate, because it's they will be impressed when they see all what was done there.
Yeah, no, it really is. I remember the first time I went down, and this was many years ago. It was like, wow, look at all the people and how cool it is. If we can get it back to that way again, would be awesome. The sheriff helps out a lot, right? There's only one way in there, right? And one way out.
And kudos to our Sheriff Tim Saunier and his group, because all of the sheriffs prior to his administration have bent back overboard helping us get this thing set up with the use of the trustees, the trucks, the vans, the trailers, the barricades. These guys have really, really put their best foot forward to help us make this thing progress. And again, a shout out to Tim Saunier for continuing to give us the necessary help to make this a success.
The fish, are we going to catch big fish? I mean, is that back? Like I said,
Oh, no, the fishing's
there was a
been great.
while where the fish weren't great, after BP and all. So
Oh, no, that's rebounded really well. And,
Great
every year
participation
we
fish.
got some stiff competition. They catch some really nice fish for this tournament.
and you don't tag the big ones?
No, when we had like the marlin,
marlin,
we had
tag
of course
right,
we did.
but, they've
The
got
rest of the
away.
fish, most of them are good to eat, so they're bringing them home.
So if you catch them, you clean them and you bring them home, right?
Exactly. Come weigh them in, then you can eat them.
They're all yours. So, and then you have catfish, you have some bass and that kind of
Correct,
stuff. And as we freshen up around this area with the locks
And
and all that
there's some
stuff.
we offer some great prizes for the winners of the fishing categories. When you place first, second, or third, and in the categories, you win some nice prizes.
Yeah. So
And then, of course, we have some great door prizes that you go in. We'll give away a boat each night. So
each night, and like I say, over $100,000 worth of prizes, 2 boats, 13 other grand prizes, 300 door prizes, and it's from May 30th and June 1st.
Yeah,
This is
so
time
you
to
can
be out
register on May 30th. We won't have an
June
event that
2nd
night,
there.
but starting on the Friday night, we open, usually people start getting there around 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yep.
And,
And everybody's welcome to go down and be a tourist, right? You can go
well,
check
you
it
have
out.
to have a ticket to get inside of the fenced-in area where everything takes place. But of course, the Cocoa Marina's open,
Right.
for business, but
And the way station.
And Ray saying, go look at the fish and do all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So
And you do have to
that's
be
always a good
21
time.
years
Oh,
of
yeah,
age.
good point. Yeah, you got to be
Yeah.
21.
we do offer adult beverages. So
That's
everybody has to be
still a big
21.
part of it, right?
Right.
Well, guys, thanks so much. like I say, let's get this tradition rolling back where it was. This is one of the granddaddies of them all. So guys,
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
I hope to see you down there.
Yeah, you're right. I'll try. All right, we'll be right back. More bite time after this.